Morning, madam.
Good morning.
So, how has your week been? Busy, traveling, anything?
No, no, not traveling. I am at home only.
What is your plan for the new year? Friends, party?
No, no new any new plan. We will all at home. Yes, just family gathering will be here.
And what does your family mean? Your immediate family or?
No, my both brothers live near my place, so they
Ah,
came. Yeah.
and with families, they are families.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a lot of people. Yeah,
Yeah.
when families come. Yeah, actually, why do you think? I mean, just a thought, because
Mm.
earlier I used to go out for New Year with friends and all that when I was younger, much younger.
Yeah.
But why do you think people prefer staying at home?
Because mostly in Mumbai, when we go outside, mostly on 31st, so
Hmm.
lots of crowd we get only.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, and if we prefer our own car, so lots of traffic jam.
Yeah,
So
it's a lot of
it is
stress.
better. Yes, it is better
Yes,
to sit at home and enjoy.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, true, true. I think it's the same reason for me. I don't drive after
Yeah.
a certain time. I find it very difficult.
Yes.
And I used to drive in Dubai, and their driving was completely different.
Yes.
And the roads, the traffic sense, people have civic sense. Here, nothing. People keep driving here and there. There are hardly any rules in India for
Yeah.
traffic. So I drove for 20 years there,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't imagine the difference. I mean, the difference is so large that here, if you take your eyes off the road for 2 minutes, anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
There, you can drive for 100 kilometers, nothing will happen,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going driving at 120 kilometers an hour speed, and nothing will happen. And people drive with clear road rules and everything. To get a license is very tough there,
Mm-hmm.
very very
Yes.
tough. Here you can pay money and get it, and
Yes.
half the people don't have license or don't know how to drive. In my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
Dubai, I mean, Indian license is worthless, uh, really.
Yes.
So I still keep my Dubai license with me, even though I don't use it. But it's just a memory,
Mm-hmm.
because to get a license there is so tough. It took me 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's very very difficult when you go through the tests. It's
Okay.
a British test. I mean, based on the British, system or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, today I want to. Are you interested to talk about food?
Oh, yes.
Food. What is your
Yes.
favorite food?
My favorite food. I am not a foodie type of person. I can eat whatever I cook. Yes,
Okay,
but
and
I know mostly all the Indian dishes.
okay, so you consider
Yes,
yourself a good cook.
yes. I like my husband is from Gujarat, so I know all the Gujarati dishes,
Uh,
Maharashtrian dishes,
uh,
and Uttar Pradesh side dishes. I also know, and I really enjoy to cook different type of dishes. And
uh,
mostly my relatives love eat what I cook.
okay.
Yeah.
So do you enjoy cooking?
Uh, Earlier I was not enjoying,
Uh-huh.
but after marriage, I took interest, and I am enjoying cooking. Yes.
Okay, okay. What is it that you most like about cooking? Not the different food, but
Mm-hmm.
cooking itself. What is it? Like some people like gardening. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Like I like gardening. Some people like some other hobby, listening to music or stitching, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Who do stitching,
Yes.
like to keep the house nice. Like my
Yes.
wife, my wife does. What is it that you like about cooking? What is your benefit in that?
What is my benefit when I
Yeah,
cook?
yeah, yeah, yeah. What do you feel? Uh, I'll explain to you. When I
Yes.
do gardening, it
Mm-hmm.
helps me to calm myself down. Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy looking at the plants. I love watering them. I like seeing them grow. I like seeing them becoming bigger, uh,
Mm-hmm.
brightening up my small balcony I have. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just a joy. It's
Yes.
some
Yes.
form of creation,
Yes.
creative work or creation, as the case may be, and it's very very good for my mental health, like
Yes.
feeling happy, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is it for you in cooking? What does it do?
When I enjoy when I cook, because if I make a delicious dish, so my mostly my husband and daughter, they get tasty food, and when they appreciate what I cook, so I really feel happy. Along with that, in cooking, I like um what yes, this is the thing only.
Huh. Okay,
Yeah.
give me 5 words to
Yes.
describe your food. What
um
words will you use?
I make very scrumptious food,
Yes, sumptuous. Yes,
scrumptious, finger licking,
finger licking. Okay, great. It's like
and
KFC. Okay.
yes, and it is um we- just wait, um
You actually used more difficult words. Finger licking,
gourmet
gourmet
gourmet,
food. Yes,
and that word I learned from one tutor. Along with
yes,
that, 2 or 3 days ago I was reading newspaper. So in Bombay Times, so I got the same word again, gourmet
gourmet. Do you
and
know the meaning of
potluck.
that? Gourmet. Do you know?
Gourmet means a person who enjoy the food and also knows the lot about
Yeah,
that.
yeah. He is an authority on food. You could
And
say.
one new word I also learned,
Yes.
potluck.
Pot. Ah, okay.
Potluck.
Potluck. Potluck is
Pot-
people bringing food into one party.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, potluck is very common in India.
Okay.
I'm sure it's used elsewhere also. What happens is it
Uh-huh.
reduces the burden on the
Mm-hmm.
host. Suppose you are calling people home and you are cooking everything,
Mm-hmm.
the burden on you is too much.
Yes.
It is not just the cost; it is the
Mm-hmm.
effort, the work,
Yes.
the time you have to spend in the kitchen. So
Yes.
potluck it solves three things. One, it gives you variety
Yes.
because everybody is not the same, right? So
Yes.
some South Indian will come, Marathi will come,
Mm.
Rajasthani will come, maybe Punjabi will come.
Mm.
Second, it distributes the burden, and
Mm.
third, of course, reduces the cost because
Yes.
everybody is bringing something. But I think the biggest advantage of potluck is variety.
Variety. Yes.
Somebody brings pani puri, somebody brings chole bhature, somebody
Mm.
makes biryani.
Mm.
As usually very very popular among a New Year party
Yes.
or some Christmas any get together. You get together. Okay,
Yes.
give me two more words. You have used difficult words, but give me simple
Yes.
words,
Simple words.
simpler words. If you
Delicious,
delicious, yes,
mouth watering. I already
mouth
told.
watering, finger
Mouth
licking.
watering. Yeah, finger licking.
Yeah, one more.
And scrumptious. uh,
When you're saying all this, my mouth is watering actually.
I know, but I'm not able to recall now. Uh,
Tasty, simple word. Tasty,
Tasty. Yes,
tasty,
tasty.
delicious. You
Yes,
said
delicious,
tasty,
tasty.
sumptuous, gourmet, finger
Gourmet,
licking,
finger
mouth
licking,
watering, mouth
mouth
watering.
watering. Yeah,
Excellent, excellent.
yeah,
I think that's six descriptions for your food. So
yeah.
someday I'll have to come and have your food if it is that good.
Yes, sure, sure.
Okay, now why I talked about food, I'll tell you. There is something called food idioms.
Food idioms. Yes.
Ah, so connected with food, food items, there are idioms which you use in English language. There are
Yeah,
many.
yeah.
For example, the common ones are not my cup of tea. Tea is
Mm-hmm.
to drink, right?
Yes.
So not my cup of tea. Do you know what it
Mm.
means?
It's not so easy.
No.
Not easy for me.
It not yeah, yeah. You can use it in that context.
Yes.
But not my cup of tea usually means dislike.
Okay,
That
dislike.
means I go. Uh, my husband takes me to restaurants. Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
It is not my cup of tea. In other words, I don't like going to restaurant.
Okay.
I prefer eating food at
Mm-hmm.
my own, own home or own food. There's other one, icing on the cake.
Icing on
Icing.
the cake.
Yeah,
Yes.
cake has icing, right?
Yes. Yes.
Those white,
Yeah.
those icings are there. So icing
Yeah.
on the cake, they say as a idiom, food idiom,
Mm-hmm.
food idiom. Have you heard of it?
Uh, cherry on the cake. I heard not ice.
Cherry, you're absolutely correct. Cherry on the cake and icing on the cake has the same usage in idioms.
Yes.
It is basically the cake is very
Give
nice.
extra enjoyment.
Extra enjoyment. Something which
Yeah.
adds more to the cake.
Yeah.
The cake was
Yeah.
beautiful, but the icing on the cake was that chocolate,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
crown which was there, which I
Yeah.
liked, taking it or
Yes.
something like that. Another one is uh, two peas in a pod. Peas, you have peas curry, peas
Uh-huh.
pulao, PEAS. It's a green peas,
Mm.
green.
Huh?
So you say two peas in a pod. The peas, the vegetable comes in a pod, meaning you have to open it. If
Mm-hmm.
you open the covering, you will have two
Mm-hmm.
peas inside. So when you're cleaning the peas, you have
Mm-hmm.
two peas inside, and you take it out and put it into the vessel, and you keep cleaning the
Mm-hmm.
peas, right? So when you say two
Mm-hmm.
peas in a pod, what does it mean?
Mm-hmm. Something doubtful.
No, two peas in one pod is two similar people.
Two similar people.
Suppose you have a sister or brother, you can say,
Mm.
I have a sister. We are like two peas in a pod.
Two
That means
piece
we
in a
are
pot.
pod, P-O-D,
Pod.
P-O-D.
POD.
Two
Okay.
peas in a
Okay.
pod. That is like we are identical.
Okay.
Uh, Similar people. Two peas in
Similar.
a pod.
Okay.
Sour grapes. The grapes are sweet, but this grape is sour, meaning bit,
Yes.
bitter.
Uh,
Bitter, or the taste is not sweet.
yes.
Sour grapes, you say.
Impossible to take.
That is literal meaning that if you eat sour grapes, it's very
Mm-hmm.
difficult to eat because
Mm-hmm.
it's extremely
Impossible to
strong.
do something.
No, sour grapes is, for example, uh, you actually want to go to Switzerland, okay,
Hmm.
but your friend goes,
Yes.
so you're a little bit jealous because your friend is going
Mm-hmm.
to Switzerland, but instead of being happy for her, you will say, I'm sure Switzerland is not that good. That
Hmm.
is sour grapes. That means
Okay.
you're feeling jealous of that person. So, but
Okay.
trying to cover up the jealousy by saying, no, no, I'm sure Switzerland is not a good place.
Okay.
And keeping yourself happy with that. That, acha jagah nahi
Mm-hmm.
hai, so I'm okay. But actually, inside, you're feeling a little bit upset
Mm-hmm.
because of her trip. That is known as sour grapes. Uh, Full of beans. Beans, hai na?
Full, full of beans means full of energy.
Yes,
Energy.
full of energy, energetic.
Hmm.
Spill the beans. Spill means
Spill the beans means to open the secret.
secret. Absolutely. Open up the secret.
Yeah.
Uh, Bigger fish to fry.
Bigger fish to fry.
I have bigger fish to fry. What does it mean when I say that?
Bigger fish to fry means bigger opportunity.
Yes. Bigger opportunity, bigger things to do.
Yeah.
You know, that means the meaning of that, the opposite meaning would be what you're telling me is very small. I have
Mm-hmm.
bigger fish to fry. I'm not interested in these
Mm-hmm.
small things, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Sell like hot cake.
Sell like hot cake.
Yeah. Something sells like hot cake. What would it mean?
Sell like hot cake. Mm. Make it more popular.
Yeah, popular, but it is selling like hotcake because it is very popular. Correct. So, for
Yeah.
example, I went to the theater to see the movie. but the tickets were selling like hotcake, so I could
Oh.
not get a ticket. Because hotcake means you are making it there only and selling it immediately
Hmm.
because demand is so high.
Yeah.
That is the literal meaning of that. Selling like hotcake.
Yeah.
Uh, finger in every
Hmm.
pie, 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 apple pie, which you eat, sweet.
Finger in
Finger in every pie,
finger in every side.
pie. What would it be?
Hmm.
So suppose,
Profit
uh,
of every side.
come again.
Prof- Profit of all sides.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're getting the meaning. But fingers, you have 5 fingers, right?
Yes.
So you are putting your finger here, 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 here. All the
Mm-hmm.
5 fingers are involved in some activity or
Mm-hmm.
some business. So I can say Saraswati is involved in many businesses. She has a finger in every pie. That
Mm-hmm.
means she's doing this one,
All the
she's
work.
doing that, she's doing this. She's very busy person, but she's invested her money and time in multiple interests or multiple
Right.
businesses. You know,
Yeah.
you are, for example, you are cooking at home. You got friends coming there. You're
Mm-hmm.
going to the club. You're
Yeah.
going for some English classes. You're going for stitching. You're going to something else. So you have finger in many activities. It need
Yes.
not be only connected with money. It
Mm-hmm.
can be not just business, but it could be activity.
Yeah.
You know, uh, there is a word in English which is used not in a sort of not positive, not negative, but is also not very positive. You say social butterfly.
Okay, butterfly.
Do you know what it means? It is not connected with this lesson, but there's a word of a person
Social
who
butterfly.
social butterfly.
Means a person who involved
Uh, Involved and is what is it, active in every,
active
in many
activity. Yeah.
activity. What does butterfly do? Flies here, flies here, flies
Yeah.
here, flies here, flies. So imagine a social butterfly. That's a word
Yeah.
for that. Wake up and smell the coffee.
Wake up
Wake up and
and
smell the
smell the
coffee.
coffee.
Smell the coffee.
Means to grab the opportunity.
No.
No.
Wake up and smell the coffee is please see reality. That
Mm-hmm.
means you're in a different thought about some business. Let's say you go into business and you think it's the right business. For example, your husband might say, but I don't think that business is very good. Wake up and
Mm-hmm.
smell the coffee. That means look at the reality.
Okay.
Don't go by some dream that it will work. The reality is it's a very tough business. So I don't think
Mm-hmm.
you should do it. So wake up and smell the coffee. That's what he'll say. Uh, don't compare apples and oranges.
Don't compare of apple and oranges.
Oranges.
Means don't compare
Apple is
person.
different.
Two
Apple is
person.
different. Yeah, two different people who are different.
Hmm.
One is apple, one is orange. So apple and orange, it's fruits.
Hmm.
But apple is not orange, or
Yes.
orange is not apple,
Yeah.
right? But both are fruits.
Yes.
So if you have two friends,
Hmm.
both are friends,
Mm-hmm.
but they are two different people.
Yes. Yes.
So don't compare apple with orange. Is
Hmm.
what
So
somebody will
how we
say.
use in a sentence?
Yeah. For example, I have two friends. One is
Hmm.
Arvind, one is John.
Hmm.
But I don't compare them like apples and I don't compare them like apples and oranges.
Okay.
So because John may be apple, maybe Arvind is
Mm-hmm.
orange. So it's not fair to compare the two because both are
Mm-hmm.
different personalities. But they
Okay.
are my
Only
friends.
for friends are
Anything,
for
anything.
anyone.
If I tell you, give me a, uh comparison between your cooking and your friend's cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
you are in a different level. Let's say your cooking
Yes.
is excellent. She is okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I mean, you can't compare apples and oranges,
Mm-hmm.
because Saraswati's cooking is apple,
Mm-hmm.
so and so's cooking is like orange. And
Okay.
generally, when you compare apple and orange, apple is more expensive,
Mm-hmm.
orange
Yeah.
is cheaper.
Yeah.
So it's like comparing the difference between the two fruits.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not fair, because you are in a different level of cooking. It's more experience, maybe more variety, more taste. She is
Yeah.
just ordinary cooking, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not advised to compare that. That's all.
Yeah.
Huh? Don't compare apple with oranges, they say. Apple of my eye. There's a sentence.
Apple of
Apple
my eye.
my eye.
Very favorite.
Favorite. Your daughter's apple of your eye.
Oh,
Yeah, always.
yeah.
That's how they. Uh, in a nutshell,
Not sell.
in a nutshell,
Not sell. Uh,
nut.
yes,
It's got
yes.
a shell. Shell
Yeah.
means cover. So when you say in a
More
nutshell,
safety.
huh?
More safety.
No, in a nutshell is uh, to put it in a what shall I say, in a summary. In a
Uh-huh.
summary, if you're telling about a story about your trip, let's say I went on a picnic, very enjoyable picnic. I went with my family, but in a nutshell, that means to cut a long story short. There's another word, another
Okay. Not
idiom. In a nutshell, it was a lovely trip.
okay.
uh, or you can
In
say
short,
we
it was
in a
lovely.
yeah in a short summary. If you're going to
Mm-hmm.
describe the picnic in few words, it's a nutshell. In a nutshell. Or I'll say, you're doing business, Saraswati madam. Can you give me the description of the business in a nutshell?
Okay.
That means
Yeah, yeah.
in a small. Don't give me a long thing
Mm-hmm.
report, but just give me in a nutshell.
Mm-hmm.
Precise
Yes.
way, short way.
Mm-hmm.
Eat humble pie. Eat
Eat humble pie.
humble. This is one word. Pie. Pie.
Humble
Eat
pie.
humble pie. It means facing rejection or accepting defeat.
Affect.
Okay. Yeah. For example, if I say I uh, ran a race for 100 meters, but I lost. I came fifth. I had to eat humble pie.
Mm-hmm.
That means I had to stomach the fact that I lost,
Mm-hmm.
or I faced failure, let's say, or
Mm-hmm.
rejection, as the
Yes.
case may be. Eating humble pie. Staying strong when the chips are down.
Staying strong.
When the chips, like potato chips
Uh-huh.
are down.
Um, Staying strong when the chips are down.
Ha. When the
When
chips
the
are down.
chips
Chips
means
is like,
in difficult situation, this should be very strong.
yes, staying defiant and strong in a very
Mhm.
difficult situation when the chips are down. Um, butter someone up.
Butter someone up.
Someone up. That you might know is a very common. Uh,
Okay.
butter someone up.
Someone up.
When do you use butter on the bread, right?
Hmm.
So when you say buttering, what does it mean?
Means it becomes smooth and tasty.
Yes, but why do you do buttering? Now, suppose uh, I mean, you want your husband to take you somewhere you want, right? Someplace.
Hmm.
So you
Yes.
will butter him, meaning put him in a good mood,
Yes. Yes.
so that he'll agree to you. Otherwise, he'll say, no, no, I can't take you.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
take you after 6 months. But you start buttering someone up means buttering him so that he is
Hindi
going to
English
listen
word
to
is
you.
maska lagana. Correct.
Maska lagana. Oi,
Yes.
I
Yes.
was
Yes.
I had it in my
Yeah.
mind. I didn't want to say exactly
Yeah.
that. Buttering
Yeah.
someone. You buttering your boss, buttering your friend,
Yes.
buttering your husband. Your daughter will butter you for something
Yes.
she wants, right?
Yeah.
Maskalayana. Now, okay, these are all related to food. There are
Yes.
so many, even in
Yeah.
food idioms, is something which I was reading about 4 months back, where idioms are there plenty, but food
Mm-hmm.
idioms are one separate topic.
Mm-hmm.
Everything to do with fruits, nuts, butter,
Mm-hmm.
pie, cake, as the case may be.
Yes.
So these are things you can use also in conversation.
Yeah.
It's not just like idioms. It's just connected with food. That's all.
Yes.
Okay, I think we are run out of time. I hope you have learned something in this, because you can use it
Yes.
in common sentences. It's not
Yes.
difficult.